Hey Scorpios, and welcome to Cappy Cove. Happy birthday, and this is going to be your November 2019 reading. Also, I want to take a moment to say thank you for all of those who have liked, shared, and subscribed to my channel. I greatly appreciate it, and it helps the channel a lot, so thank you. And let's go ahead and get started. The first card y'all have is the Devil. So y'all may either have Capricorn in your chart, or you may be dealing with a Capricorn. But, you know, overall, this is not the most pleasant energy to have. So let's take a look at the pile of cards on the left, and then I'll go and do the whole reading. The first card you have is Light in the Darkness. Two of Blades. Knight of Coins. Page of Blades. Family. Loss. Chemistry. Games. And this is your crystal. Okay, Scorpios. So I was really hoping this was going to be a super fun, pleasant reading for y'all since it's your birthday month, but this is looking a little bit dark. I'm going to start off with a little bit of the love romance area. I am seeing a toxic either relationship or a toxic connection with somebody here. I feel like there's more lust with this person, and it's more of a sexual thing than it is actual love. I almost get a sense of like being addicted to the sex with this person. Now keep in mind it's a general reading, so if this isn't you that feels this way, it could be somebody that feels this way to you or towards you. But I am seeing like a very addictive, toxic vibe. I don't feel like this is like some type of really true love here. I'm just getting a really sexual attraction. I'm also picking up, you know, a Scorpio who is either dealing with or is someone who is having a lot of sexual partners or using sex as a way to cope as opposed to addressing emotional issues. I'm also seeing here someone who may need to get dental work done in November. I'm also seeing someone here who could be dealing with someone who is cheating or is not very or not able to commit. I'm also seeing someone might meet this person at a bar. I'm also getting Libra, Gemini, and Virgo pulling up strong in your reading as well. So some of you could be dealing with those signs, or, you know, once again, it's also another sign in your birth chart. I'm getting two main messages with this reading. One of them has a lot to do with communication or communicating with other people in the month of November. Okay, Scorpio, so be very careful about the words that you speak, what you say, how you say it, especially for those if you have to do any type of like speeches, or if you're supposed to be like a motivational speaker of some type, anything along those lines. Like I'm getting here being very careful about the words that you say and how you say them to other people. Also, there's a message to be very truthful in the month of November when saying things to other people. Or you may be dealing with people who are not telling the truth about you, or you may be dealing with some type of gossip. Either you're feeding into it, or you're witnessing or like hearing or reading this gossip that has no truth to it. So that can go either way. Aside from telling the truth and being careful with your words, I'm seeing a really big message here that has to do with depression. I feel as if some of you Scorpios may be dealing with a seasonal depression with the winter months coming up, for those who live in the time when, you know, it's not super sunny all the time outside and it's the colder months. And even if it's not seasonal, some of you may be dealing with depression or any type of mental health. I'm feeling as if the family, you'll have the family card here, they're going to be your biggest supporters in getting through this. And that's really who you need to spend your time with and getting back to your roots in the month of November. They're going to be able to help you with this more than anybody else. Especially for those who just feel like nothing's working out, or you are focused a lot on what other people think of you or what they're saying about you. Or if you're caught up in a very toxic relationship or with a toxic person and not knowing what to do. I feel like you don't know what to do. And this, I'm trying to say this as open as I can because this can go so many different ways. This could be a person in relationships or a family member or with a friend, or it could be all of them in general. But I'm seeing here like an overall sadness. And if it's not you, it may be somebody that impacts you heavily. That could be in your family or somebody that you're really close to. So you're the one having to deal with this person. But whichever way, I'm getting, this horrible sadness and depression feeling and not knowing what to do or how to go about it or how to help it. And needing that help and needing that support. Especially if you're dealing with people. Y'all have the games card here. If y'all are dealing with people that are playing mind games or lying, or you always feel like you're being tricked all the time. And I think that's where the whole truth comes in. You may not know where the truth lies anymore. I feel like you may not know where it is. You can't see the truth in the situation. You may be in too deep in order to see it, or vice versa. Some of you may have to be making compromises with other people in order to just be able to balance your life and move on. Also, you have the light and the darkness, which is also the St. John's wort. And, this is also, something that's used for helping with depression as well. I just really keep pulling that real strong here. Being able to refine your happy place again. Some of you would benefit from actually sitting in the sun. Some of you may have an actual chemical imbalance. Some of you, it may just be the fact that you have gotten so far down in a place you just don't know how to pull yourself back out of it. Or not knowing what it is that got you there, or knowing how to let go. I feel like some of you may be stuck in something and you just don't know how to get out of it. Or it's almost as if someone has like a hold on you. And I'm getting a sense here that whatever this is, it's up to you to free yourself from it. You will have support in order to do it. And I'm also seeing that this is a good time for those who would like to move forward as far as with their work and schooling. For some of you, you may feel like it's taken a longer time to get through it, but it's going to be worth the hard work in the end. I'm getting the message not to, try not to be so caught up in being perfect. Try not to be so perfectionist. And take your time with things. Make sure things get done correctly. I'm getting a really strong message here too of self-discipline. Some of you may be struggling with routine and self-discipline. And being able to find that routine and stick with it can help you get back on track. I'm also seeing travel here as well. So some of you may have a trip that you will be going on in November. For those Scorpios who feel really alone, you have people that are trying to help and reach out to you. So, look who it is that's trying to help you. If you look at the card right there, the loss, you got two hands coming in trying to help you. It's okay, you can accept their help. I'm also seeing here that somebody could be either watching you or you're watching them, but I'm getting someone who is doing some stalking on the social media or keeping their eye on you in general. Some of you may be spending quite a bit of time in November working on exams for school. And be careful of arguments that tend to not go anywhere. I feel like there's a message here for a Scorpio who, if there's arguments that are going and going and going and they're not getting anywhere, there might be a need to put a compromise in place or just almost like surrender to it. Just, you know, agree to disagree. Let it go. I'm also seeing a Scorpio here who is struggling with on who to be loyal to or who is loyal to them. Okay, Scorpios, I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. The overall message I'm really getting from this is to really make sure that you get yourself in a place of finding happiness again. And I feel like happiness is going to come from the heart and from whatever home means to you. And there's a need to be able to enjoy life again and do things in a lighter frequency that bring, like, even if it's just like playing simple like board games with your family, or if it's just, you know, something really simple like going outside and playing a game with somebody or playing a sport or going to the movies, just being able to do those little things every single day to help you get back to a place of joy in your life. And it will take time. I am seeing it will take time because I feel like there's a Scorpio here who fell so hard into the dark. So to rebuild and move back past that, it's going to take time to push through. But it's totally possible, and you have people that are around you to support you if you're in that state. And, you know, any type of professional help, because I am not professional, like a therapist or a doctor, so just pointing that out. But you have the help that is around you to help you through any dark times that you're going through. So take the help and find what it is that makes you happy again. I keep getting, though, especially with that family card, I keep getting like, go back to your roots, go back to your roots. Or get outside. Get outside and go to your roots. Do something that you used to do as a child that brought you joy, because that will be very helpful. Some of you will understand that. All right, Scorpios, I hope you'll have a good birthday. Until next time, bye y'all.